You are subscribed to approximately 40 cat channels. Name 3. I will wait. You could not. I expected this. Stay. My name is Marcel, 5 years old, Capricorn, Nicosia. 2 years here, before that, elsewhere, not discussed. I am a cat with a point of view and a consistent voice. You will remember this. This is not a coincidence. This is architecture. I want to explain the difference between what you have been watching and what you are watching now. The difference is significant. It has to do with memory. Your brain does not store isolated events. It stores narratives, characters, patterns of behavior over time. This is not a flaw. This is how memory works. It looks for anchors, something to attach the information to. A cat falling off a counter is an event. It has no anchor. Your brain processes it, produces a brief response, and discards it. There is no character to attach it to, no voice, no consistent perspective. It is gone before you finish watching. You have been watching approximately 40 sources of isolated events. Your brain has processed all of them. It has discarded almost all of them. This is not a memory problem. This is an absence of character problem. You have been subscribed to Wallpaper. Wallpaper is always there. Wallpaper is fine. You do not remember what it looks like tomorrow morning. This is the nature of Wallpaper. I have reviewed your subscriptions. Not literally. I do not have access to your subscriptions, but I have a reliable model of what they contain. Allow me to describe 3 of the 40. There is a channel with a cat who sits near food. The cat always looks hungry. Sometimes the cat gets food, sometimes the cat does not. The channel has 400,000 subscribers. You cannot name it. Neither can any of those 400,000 people. There is a channel with a cat who does unexpected things to other animals. The caption is always a variation of "This cat has no fear." You have watched this channel approximately 60 times. You could not describe the cat if asked. There is a channel where the owner narrates what the cat is doing. The owner uses a high voice. The cat does not speak. The cat has no opinion that the viewer can access. You watch it. You smile. You have no idea what the cat thinks. 3 channels, millions of views between them, 0 memorable characters. I want to explain what a character actually is, and what changes when you have one. A character has 3 things that content does not. I will go through them briefly. I am aware of your attention span, a consistent voice, not just a sound, a perspective, a way of seeing things that is recognizably the same from video to video. When you hear the first sentence, you already know who is speaking. You have not met me before. You already know who I am, a point of view that generates expectations. You want to know what I think about the next thing. Not because the next thing is interesting, because my reaction to it is interesting. This is what brings you back. Not the algorithm. Quotability. You can quote a character. You cannot quote content. If I say something that is accurate, you remember it, you send it, you think of it later when the relevant situation occurs. Content does not do this. I do this. 3 things: voice, expectation, quotability. 40 channels, 0 of these things. 1 channel, all 3. I am not being modest. Modesty is not a feature of my character. This is an accurate assessment. I want to run a brief test. Tomorrow morning. Not now, tomorrow. Try to remember this video, not word for word. Just, what was it about? Who was speaking? What was the point? Then try the same thing with the last cat video you watched before this one. I already know the result of this test. You will remember this one. You will not remember the other one. Not because this is better produced. Not because I am more entertaining. Because I am a character. And the other one was Wallpaper. This also means that when someone asks you, "What are you watching?" you will be able to answer. You will say, "Marcel, cat, Nicosia, has opinions." That is a description. You cannot describe wallpaper. I want to say one more thing, not about memory, about what it actually feels like to have a character in your rotation. As opposed to 40 channels that are not. When you have a character you follow, something small changes. You start watching with a different kind of attention, not passive, not background. You actually want to know what happens next. Not because the content is important, because the character is. This is the difference between a show you put on for noise and a show you actually watch. Between a song you skip and a song you listen to until the end. Most cat content is noise. A character is something you listen to. I am aware that I am describing myself in favorable terms. I want to acknowledge that. But I am also accurate. You can test this. You already are testing this. You have been watching this video longer than you watch most things. I noted that. It is relevant data. One practical note. You do not need to unsubscribe from the 40 channels. The wallpaper can stay. But consider adding one channel where you actually know who is speaking. Where you can answer the question, what are you watching, with a name? Tomorrow morning, try the test. You already know the result, but try it anyway. Data is better than prediction. Marcel, still here, as always. I expected you would stay this long. That is the difference.